like this was a hard project to bring about.
Yeah, I mean, how do you
10 years.
how do you paint a painter? How do you, make a film about someone who's done it all? It's nerve-wracking for us.
Yeah. But it was an amazing 10-year process though.
Yeah.
It was one of those things that's once in a lifetime. And to give yourself fully to a story and be a steward to that story, it's something that, we didn't take lightly. And obviously, like, having a partner in Dalila, having her leadership, it's been amazing.
When you think about all that Tyler Perry has done, what do you think is one thing that you really want people to know more about?
I would say the selflessness that he has in terms of the burden of sacrifice that he works so hard so that he can give other people an opportunity that may have never had an opportunity before. I think seeing what he does at the studio day in and day out for multiple studios at this point, it's just been incredible.
Yeah. And also, we made sure that this film wasn't just about Tyler Perry, the mogul, the success story, but also like the core of a man. This is someone who endured childhood trauma and came from nothing and built so much for himself and for others. And what does that look like in practice? What does healing look like in practice? So it's just more really, that was like the core for us.
Do you think it's hard to tell somebody's story that's alive that everybody feels like they know?
I mean, yeah, it's hard just for the simple fact that you want to give the person their flowers while they're alive, right? Because many times we do this after they're gone and they're not there to receive the admiration that they're supposed to receive. But at the same time, kind of take ourselves out of it and allow the story to be the story. The last thing that you want to do is tell this man's story who's still alive and be like, that's nothing at all from like how I grew up. So like there was a little bit of pressure, but ultimately, our intention was always pure in terms of, telling his story and telling it the right way.
Yeah, and I think he was also ready. I don't think we could have made this, before its time. He was ready to sort of allow us to, one, follow him around. That's a lot to ask of someone to like film and follow him around. And also, like, we didn't want to make a fluff piece. We wanted to try to tell the full story, having a space for polarity to invite his critics and share their perspective, as well as understanding his fan base and why his work resonates so much with them. And I think when you look at it from a perspective of like, oh, wow, it's hard to tell someone who's very much thriving and still going. But if you really peel and look at the core of the human story, it shouldn't be that hard, because you are capturing the man, the essence of like his heart, his origin, and his mom and her role in shaping who he is.
Turning it to you guys, when somebody has a chance to tell your story, what do you want to make sure they don't leave out?
Wow. I hope they get Galil to direct my documentary. That's what I'm hoping for, because he's gonna know all the stories, so it'll be great.
Oh wow, I don't know. That's such a hard question. It's a full question to answer. I don't know if we're like one day worthy of someone making a documentary about me. Hopefully it's about sort of the impact, and we are here because of those who came before us and made it possible for us to dream and be here. So hopefully we've done the same in our later years.